Is anybody else getting these scenarios in your mind where you may be picturing like your success at something, or maybe you at the most successful level that you can probably think of? Like maybe you're like in your own house, you got your own things, you know what I'm saying? Like you got this picture in your mind where like you got the stuff that you wanted, right? And you're still kind of on goal to achieve more. And then you come across black people in your mind, or people in your mind, that are intentionally doing things to upset you. Give you an example. In my mind, I'm very successful. Got, you know what I'm saying, the money and all that stuff that I want. Got my house, maybe even got a man with me, right? Got a husband, whatever the case may be, right? Or sometimes I'm single and I'm still, and I'm okay with that. And it's always some guy that comes over and try to like touch me, or try to holler at me, or try to do something that only I would know that would anger me, right? And it get to a point where I end up punching him, I end up hitting him, I end up fighting him, right? Same thing with women. Like, let's just say if like I'm dancing in my mind, I'm having a good time dancing there with everything, and it's this girl, she comes up and she pushes me and she bumps into me and she's trying to dance and everything, but she's like, you know what I'm saying, basically pushing me and nudging me out of jealousy, out of anger, or out of, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't want you to be the one to get the attention, so I'm gonna come up here and steal some attention, you know, to where I get upset. And I'm like, see, nah, I'm already kind of up here. Like, I didn't, like, normally a lot of the times it'd be a point where you could probably see the girls that's jealous of you, that have an issue with you, or even the guys that may have an issue with you, but you ignore them. And the more you ignore them, the more they start to shout louder to get your attention. The more they start to treat you a certain way to get your attention, to try to get a reaction out of you, especially if you're a quiet person. If you normally quiet, you stay to yourself, you probably experience this most. I probably experience this most in my mind, to where I could be chilling, having a good morning, and then that thought comes to my, it's an intrusive thought. It's an intrusive thought that literally pisses me off. It literally, in the morning, in the afternoon, I don't care, at night, I will be literally fighting in the corner of the room, pacing back and forth, angry. And I'm like, why are you angry? And they say a lot of the times our problems come from our minds. Like, it could be peaceful out here, it could be no problems, no drama, no none of that, but in my mind, I'm like, it's war. Like, we finna fight. I don't know what that is, but it literally had me crying. And I'm like up here, because it's kind of like I've never had somebody to defend me the way that I feel like I would defend myself. And even at times when I should defend myself, sometimes I feel bad for defending myself. So I've had traumas in my life, basically, off of defending myself, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just, I just basically bring this up because I think that it's affecting how I look at God, because sometimes I feel like he won't defend me the way that I would defend myself. If something like that would have happened, like, will you set all my enemies on fire? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, will you whoop they behinds the way that I would? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you step in and throw hands the way that I can? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like who would defend me better than me? And I know this sounds weird and it sounds crazy and it sounds, that's why I don't like to say anything, but it bothers me of the thought of me becoming successful offends so many people, because I've been in situations where I don't even have a house, I don't even have no car, I don't have nothing to my name really, and I still offend you. Like, it's been times where I've offended people, just my presence in general bothers them. And I don't be knowing like what it is, other than it gotta be had something to do with God, because it can't be personally just me, you know what I'm saying? But I get bothered by the fact that, like, if it's bothering you now at my lowest state, I can only imagine of the problems that I could possibly have when I'm at a more successful state. Because I'm not just staying at this state. I'm going to become successful. I'm going to become wealthy. There is no if, buts about it. I am. But the thing that I'm just thinking of is just kind of like, how do I stop allowing these intrusive thoughts to affect my emotions, or to affect my mood, or just affect me at all? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I wish I could explain it better. I just know that it's a very intrusive thought, and I hope that, this is clear to understand. I hope I said it right. The devil be messing with me. I can see that. But sometimes I think that my intrusive thought, I'm wondering, what is that telling me about myself? What is that showing me? And I think it's showing that I don't trust God, and that I don't feel comfortable doing that. I feel it is shameful for me, or not a good thing for me, to ask my dad or ask people for money or for help, as if they're not going through their own troubles. It's and then it's kind of like, they have always been through troubles, so it's kind of like there's never a perfect time to ask someone for money or ask someone for help, to where you don't really, you kind of have this mindset of you have to kind of be dependent on yourself. So I'm wrestling with myself, because I don't even know why. I don't know why. I don't even really know why. I hope that makes sense.